over here, and I had thinking about questions I can ask you about that.
Oh. Okay, so we're on.
I don't want to stay
Yeah,
with
I mean, I'll
My thunder a failing.
Yes.
Okay, good thing I have Moo here right now.
Yeah.
Calm me down.
Emotional support dog.
I failed pharmacology and pathology.
Are those the ones that you
Tried to teach myself, yes.
Okay, but you kind of knew when you looked back, like, oh, I know I missed 10 questions.
That was the pathology one. I'm surprised I didn't do better on my pharmacology, even though that was the one I was failing from the get. But I'm not upset about it because then I'm only gonna have 2 classes next semester. I already know half of the material. This time I am going to do synchronous instead of asynchronous, so I'm not teaching myself.
Okay. Wait, what does that mean? I didn't know you were actually
there's
teaching
like no
yourself.
lecture times.
Okay.
Right? And I thought that would be like more
Better for your schedule.
better for my schedule. Like I could do it at 10 o'clock at night. I should have known better because my brain is dead at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So is mine.
But that way I didn't have to carve out, 2 extra hours of my day to go to lecture, all this. So they basically give you like an outline and you do schoolwork and they're hoping that you retain the information that way. It didn't work for me, which fine,
Do you
Sometimes
physically go to a school or is it online?
It's online, but it's like at times like you go at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday or whatever.
Okay, so you could like do it in the room and then go to work.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just with since I had like 4 classes last semester and
that's
like
a
2
lot.
of them had labs with it too.
Yeah.
Sounds so bad. But even giving up that 2 hours just to do those other 2
Dude, I
classes,
get
it
it.
was like, nah, I'm just gonna see if I can.
I get it.
Yeah.
When you're busy and you're juggling, 2 hours is a huge commitment. It really is. Because then you're
yes.
accounting for like travel time to do whatever. Yeah.
And I
It's
won't
a
have
big deal.
volleyball this next semester either. So girls,
You got time.
gone wild. I'm not even gonna know what to do with myself in all my time.
And I do think when you have a set schedule, even though it's, a lecture class, like, to tell your clients on Tuesdays at 10 o'clock, I'm not working.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid though. Because, right, like that was one of the things of doing it at this Joyce University rather than like doing it for free here was I was supposed to still be able to work. Like it was not supposed to interfere with like my working
Do you have
schedule.
a lot of clients, either of you guys, where they're like, I only come on Tuesday mornings. Is that kind of the issue with it?
I mean, I just have people that are on a set schedule that always come on a certain time and day,
So,
but
like,
that's just
every
because
4
it's a
weeks,
standing
they
appointment.
come-
Yeah.
I think it was, I think for me it was that I
Just not
2
being able to
hours,
get
that's
people in.
2 hours less of, it's not like I could have added it somewhere else
Unless you
because
like
I was already
work-
tapped out.
Yeah. get
I
it.
already work past my scheduled hours. I
Yeah,
already,
you
know,
already
like
working Sundays
on my
and
days off
Mondays
as I
and- yeah.
can. Yeah, I think that was just, it was like, well, geez, if I cut 2 hours, where else am I going to make up that time?
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
Yeah.
and also you had the pressure of having to pay for volleyball and all that stuff, right? So you like,
Yes.
have to work as much
Yes.
as humanly possible.
Yes.
And then in retrospect, now you shot yourself in the foot with the 2 classes because that's a
Yeah.
financial hit, right?
Yeah,
And
I
then
think they're
you-
like $900 each, so I have to pay for that again.
And then you have to go back to Utah, right? For the
Oh, no, thank God. I passed those 2 classes.
that's
Okay.
huge.
So I don't have
That's
to do clinicals
huge.
again.
Okay, that's huge.
Ironically enough, I just got an email on my way over here that said, like, congratulations on getting over 90% on your final. Like, that's a huge, your
Wow.
determination, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So that was another thing. If I was going to fail 2 classes, these were the 2 that I wanted to fail.
Okay,
Because they were
that's
going to be
good.
the least work.
So we are
Yes.
celebrating.
We're
We are celebrating.
I knew we
Yes,
could celebrate.
yes.
This is great.
Yeah.
So what is fail? Is it like 50% or what is fail?
You had to get, I got like 75 in each one.
And that's a fail?
77 was what you had to get to
What?
pass. No, I know.
You passed in every aspect if
I
it
would
was
have
any other
passed had
kind
it
of
been
school.
regular school, but this school, I guess, has higher standards or whatever. So yeah, I failed.
I'm sorry, but that's lame.
That's it.
Yeah.
That is
That
super lame,
I
'cause
know.
that's like a C, right? Like
It
almost
is
a B.
C. Well, 80 would be a B, but yeah, it's a C. It's a 2.0.
Dude,
Yeah.
if I was your teacher, you would have passed. I'm
Okay.
just saying.
Well, especially since this costs money. It's not
Yes.
public school. It's not,
Totally.
you know what I mean?
I
It's
know.
college and it costs money. And, well, I think that's why they probably failed you.
Just imagine what kind of grade I'm going to get next semester.
Shit.
If I got a 75 on this one, and I
Right.
have to relearn it all.
I mean, you already know half of it.
Right. It's going to be
You're
done.
going to become like a pharmacology
Right.
major.
Right.
When you get done with this, you're like,
I just need to learn Latin in the next
shit.
2 weeks before I start my next pharmacology class.
Really?
It'll help
Yeah.
you.
It's all in Latin.
She mentioned it, and then I think one of the exam reviews
They-
was like, it's Latin, and I was like,
You're
He
like,
was
fuck, I
right.
should have listened
This
to
would have been
Stacey.
nice to know at the beginning of the semester.
Hold on, they don't tell you?
No, that was like
Well,
our
like,
second to last.
You wouldn't know it, I
exam
think, unless
review.
you took Latin. If you like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
was a
probably
nerd. I took
not.
like 6 years of Latin in school. It's
Yeah.
a dead language. Like no one speaks it, right? It's stupid. But I was so fascinated
Can
with
you
the
say
history
something?
of it. Semper ubi sub ubi. Except for me and Carly, it means always wear underwear. Doesn't apply. That doesn't apply here. But no, when after I took it, then I learned, oh my God, it's like the root of so many English words, all of medical stuff, all of vet medical stuff, right? And then I was
Okay.
going to go to vet school and I was like, shit, this is easy. I know what all this stuff means. Because the pharma stuff to me,
Interesting.
like I don't retain that stuff very well, like the names of medicines and like all these big words, right?
Yeah.
But with Latin, it was so much easier. I think I have some Latin handbooks at home. I can.
You should let me
lend you.
borrow
Yeah.
some. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I could learn
Definitely.
Latin too.
Which makes
Gosh.
so much sense because I don't know how to say half of the medications that
Isn't it crazy?
I've ever been on.
It's true. It's sort of silly, in my opinion, how they throw a large word
Right.
together.
And make it
Yeah.
mean something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Silly.
well, you're gonna. Okay, so then my question about the whole nursing school thing
Yeah.
is why? If you have a set career that you're doing so well in, right, and you've been doing
Yeah.
it your whole life, like why now with 2 kids and in the craziness of like the worst time ever to start school with the ages of your kids, are you doing this?
A few different reasons. For one, and I think I've explained this to you guys, I have for one, I have I don't have a backbone, which is really hard when you own a business. I'm a hard worker, which is great, but I don't charge probably what I should charge,
Right.
which means I'm working 10 times harder to like make ends meet. And then especially just even for Utah, it wasn't a vacation or anything, but guess what? I didn't get paid. That to me is like a gut punch of like, Danielle, you work so hard and you have to take time off for school or for volleyball or whatever. And it's literally a stressor to you.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
That
But on the
freaking
flip
sucks.
side, like you may not be able to take off all the time you need to be there for your kids' things
If you're a nurse.
if you're a nurse.
Oh, this is true. But at least I'll have PTO so we could do a vacation. Like if
True.
we plan it or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to Carly's point, sounds like you need an admin
Yes.
that is the bad cop,
Backbone.
and they help you work on your passive income stream.
Yes.
But not to interrupt you, like you have other reasons to go into nursing.
Well,
So,
I
was just curious as to because like even for me like we had some financial situations come up in the last like year or so where it's like if I didn't have the job that I have and my husband didn't have the job that he had to where we got drained down to 28 cents to our name, but I was able for
recoup.
2 weeks straight pay myself every
Totally.
single day.
Yeah.
And Roger was able to pay himself every week until we were to recoup the
Yeah.
money that was lost. Where if we had a job,
Right.
where you don't have to stress as much,
Right.
we would have to wait 2 to 4 weeks to get a paycheck.
Totally.
And just go negative and,
and you
negative
can't make
and negative.
extra. Like you guys are like, I'll open up my books more and I'll
that's
work
exactly
my ass
what I
off
did.
Which
more.
is another pro, right? You get to make. I mean, there's pros and cons to everything. I think I'm just drained on all of the cons that hair.
Oh,
has.
and I
You know,
get-
or
and
I
I
guess
get
running
that.
your own business where you're the actual one running it. I'm tired. I'm
Yeah.
tired. You
Get it.
know.
Yeah, I get that. I'm tired too. Yeah, I was just very, very curious because no part of me could even function, and I'm not even half as busy as you as far as like with sports and all
Oh,
that stuff.
yeah.
Like that, I could even make it through one semester of school.
Totally.
I would
You could,
probably drop out.
if you wanted it, you could.
Maybe.
You
What's
would
that
just have to
saying?
really restructure
Life.
day to day.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's good though that like she's able to like use this room even because, right? Because
Oh.
I would be the same way. I need to remove myself from anything and anyone that can distract me from my goal. Because if I,
so many times Carter would run
I
in,
bet.
and I'm just like, my heart just drops, and you're like, I'm gonna get flagged. I'm gonna
Yeah,
fail.
yeah.
And you've worked so hard, you know. So
Totally.
yeah, I appreciate using this room to do that testing and
Be
whatnot.
nice and quiet.
Yeah, except for loudmouth back there, but yeah.
like, don't you know it's a quiet zone?
Hello, we're taking tests.
Did you do
here.
Easter egg hunting with Carter yesterday?
Oh my! Easter was a fucking nightmare.
Why? Did the bunny forget to come?
No,
or-
the bunny did not forget to come. The bunny was out Saturday after work, to try and pull shit together, right? Because I'm busy. It was finals week and I still got to work, whatever. So the bunny was out till Saturday trying to get bunny stuff. And anyways, I go pick up Chloe from her dad's in the morning. She comes home, whatever. I could already tell she was in a certain type of mood.
Yeah.
She's on her period. Holidays are just hard without my mom.
Yeah.
Easter being one of them. They used to, I don't dye eggs with my kids. That was grandma's
her
thing,
thing.
and things like that. And then this boy said, he didn't really want to see anybody that she kind of liked. Not too upset over it, but it all adds up, right?
Yeah.
So if Mark took any time to, sit down and spend time with the family, he would have, caught on, maybe, probably not, because he's dumb. But, to be, sensitive.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we go out for this Easter egg hunt. We're going to go out, and he said something stupid because he thinks he's funny, don't get all the eggs, I know how you are, or whatever. Just to Chloe. As a joke, but she's not in a joking mood.
No, was this yesterday that happened?
Yes. So that triggered her.
Yeah.
And we had a reservation, so she didn't even do the Easter egg hunt. She's bawling in her room.
Oh.
I'm trying to
So wait, so she's crying. Does he know that she's crying?
Yeah.
Does he give a shit?
No. So he's throwing a fit. I'm trying to pull it together to make it fun for Carter while she's bawling and he's just sitting there pouting. And I'm just I just told him, if you had taken any time to spend with her today, because we all ate breakfast together except for him, right? Stupid. Anyway. And then he said he was going to take us to Benihana's, so we had reservations, whatever. Guess who didn't go? So guess who had to pay? He didn't spend any part of yesterday with us at all. No part of yesterday.
Because he was pouting.
Because he upset Chloe's feelings.
Oh my God, he's a child.
I still have not talked to him.
That's when you stand the fuck up as an adult
and say, hey, I'm
so sorry. I hurt your feelings. You have to understand how hard it is. First of all, she's shuffling between parents. She's got the drama going on at her dad's. She's got the stress of the finance stuff with her dad's. Right. It's a lot for a kid to handle.
Well, she's also just a teenager who's in a mood sometimes.
Totally.
Right?
And you have to sometimes give it to him.
Right. So I'm just I've got a grown man and a teenager both acting like teenagers. And I'm just
So how was the dinner, though? It was just you three. Was it good?
I mean, thank God I don't like him anymore, because that would have... We had many holidays where it ruined my mood, and you just can't enjoy yourself.
Totally.
Luckily, since we're not together and I don't have feelings for him like that anymore, I'm still able to enjoy that kind of stuff with my kids.
Yeah.
So it's actually better. I wouldn't even invite him anymore. I know it's
need to get
but you need to do separate holidays with him, because he's ruining your family holidays. He can have Carter just like you split with.
Right.
Yep. That's a good idea.
Because he can't ruin it for Chloe. Chloe probably wants nothing to do with him.
Right.
Any other time, if he didn't live in your house,
I guess here's the thing, and this is why I stayed with him for so long. You couldn't relate. Mark wouldn't do anything for him.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I could easily say, hey, this is your holiday, this is on you, whatever. I know it would not be anything special for Carter.
Okay.
And I'm willing to suck it up and just deal with these shitty days to make sure that my kids are taken care of.
Yeah.
You just pivot to ensure that their day is still good.
Right.
Because I'm assuming...
And they have these memories, right? Chloe has with my mom.
Yeah, and I'm assuming your dinner thing, the three of you guys, was a good memory for them, because there was no drama. He wasn't there. There was drama in the morning, but you pivoted, you fixed it.
Yep.
Here's what I would say. I know this is hard for you because you're busy and because you don't ask for help, mostly because you don't ask for help. But when you thought to yourself, my kids usually color Easter eggs with my mom, this is going to be a hard day for all of us, I wish you would reach out and you would say, hey, I'd like help or something.
Right.
We would have loved to color Easter eggs with Carter. You know what I mean?
Know it was going to be that big of a deal.
Did they bring it up?
I didn't know Chloe cherished those moments as much as until she started crying and saying, I miss Grandma. I didn't realize how much decorating Easter eggs. You know what I mean? Christmas was my mom's thing, or I'm going to cry. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It was hard for you too. And that's the thing is you have to shove down your own feelings and your own emotions because you're trying to help your kids. I know. See, she had to come in today.
Puppy.
But I mean, you're also shoving all your stuff down, right? Yesterday.
Sorry, I didn't forget we had him.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyways, so yeah, maybe next year we'll do eggs.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
Here's the first year, though.
Yes,
You're in your
exactly.
learning curve. There's going to be things like maybe now you know to be like, hey, Chloe, what did you cherish the most
Exactly.
during these times that maybe you can make up for
Right.
it?
Exactly.
Right? Well, you didn't know
Yes.
to ask because it wasn't something
No.
you did before.
No.
Right.
And
Right.
like things, I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
My parents do lots of things with my children that I have no idea that they actually do.
Right.
Especially for
right.
holidays. They actually make them more special than sometimes. Like, I'm going to tell you what kind of mom I am.
Yeah.
I sat them down 2 nights before Easter and said, you're all over this Easter basket shit, right? And they're like, I was like, well, I don't have to. Easter Bunny doesn't have to do this. And she's like, they're like, yeah, nah, that should, no. And I'm like, good. They didn't say shit, by the way.
Yeah.
And guess what we didn't do? I threw a bag of candy on the island and got them each a couple
like,
sodas.
"Look at this cigarette."
They've been asking for Coke and Dr. Pepper and
She's like, bring out the apple cups.
my mom was giving me an Easter basket with like summer bathing suits and all these things on
Yeah.
top. I was like 25, and I'm like, here, what kind of candy do you like?
I think I'm gonna be such a cool grandma. I cannot
You
wait
are.
to be.
You are.
After these, like, I feel like a grandma to these dogs, you know, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it now. I get it.
Yep.
You don't have the responsibility, so you could just enjoy them.
Totally.
You
You know?
can give them back.
Yeah, but you can still like, you have them for like 2 hours, and you're like, I could just spoil you for the 2 hours, and you're gonna love me, but I don't have to pay for you for forever, and I don't have to potty train you.
Yeah,
it's
and
gonna
when
be
you're
the
being
best
a
day
little
ever.
shithead,
Yeah.
I'm going to send you back
Yes.
on, and
Well,
that's
and like
perfect.
with kids, like the things that us as parents, again, buying Easter eggs.
Yeah.
I did not have that in on me. I mean, I worked 6 days.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Sunday was my only
It's
day
a lot,
off, and
it's
I
a
didn't get
mess.
home until like 9 o'clock Saturday night. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like grandma and grandpa in general, like they'll go to the pool, they'll go on walks, they'll go anyone that is not their parent, right?
Yeah,
We'll
right.
do this.
Totally.
Have the time and the energy, and we
Well, the
Totally.
kids go bye-bye while they're cleaning up the mess, so it goes faster.
right? Yes.
Yeah.
And I am. You will be a cool. I will not be a cool grandma.
I think
like,
you're gonna be
I've
a
already
cool
raised
grandma.
my kids. Like
I think you're gonna
send
be
them
a
to me when
cool
they're
grandma.
18.
But I do think that Carly's got a point. I do think it might be beneficial when you and Chloe go out and have a coffee or lunch,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yep.
talk about what things were special because look, Mother's Day's coming up, right? I mean,
know.
and that's going to be fucking hard
Yeah,
for you,
yeah.
really hard for you. So please use your support system, or I'm just going to force
Okay.
myself
Thumbs up.
because yeah, I mean, I was thinking about you yesterday. But I didn't reach out because I was like, oh, she's got, and done me. I should have done that. You know what I did with the boys? See, I'm crazy pants. I will do anything and everything.
You are, yeah,
for the boys.
you do.
I took them yesterday. So I did Easter. Easter Bunny still exists. I know Lucas 14. Santa's.
Love.
I'm like, until you are not in this house anymore, and then maybe even still.
25.
Easter Bunny and Santa are
exists.
still gonna come.
Yep.
So that happened, and I made them this huge breakfast. I took them to hang out and sit with kangaroos, baby kangaroos. There was this place in Wheat
Cute.
Ridge.
I've heard of this
That
place.
was a kangaroo meet and greet. So I have pictures of them literally holding the kangaroo in a pouch, and we fed them. And
It was
Um,
open yesterday.
Did they try and fight one? Did one try and fight
no, they
Luca?
were only a year and a half.
Oh,
They were like
yeah.
35 pounds. Yeah, I know. So I said to the lady, she's like, I know I messed up on the schedule, but there were 10 of us there. There were 10
Oh,
people
okay,
there.
so
So
they-
so it ended up being good. And then last night I made them like this huge. They love lasagna, so I spent hours making lasagna.
I'm coming to your house.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I literally I will like kill myself
Yeah,
for that. And I know
these
you
holidays.
do the same thing. Next time I'm reaching out, I'm
Okay,
like,
well,
what do you have going on?
No, your kids are going to remember these things, and
yours will
it's not
too.
all for naught.
Yours
you
will
know?
too.
Mine won't.
Your kids
They
will
will.
remember.
They'll be like, "Oh, we gotta lick it up."
You know what? My kids want for absolutely nothing. If I don't even have a dime, they still get whatever they want.
Yeah.
And like
Yes.
for
Yes.
Christmas, I may not be so ta-da, but like
Right.
But your
again,
parents are.
they are, and
Yeah.
they literally get whatever they want, and like
Yeah.
that's how
It's
I
special to them. Yeah.
do it
Yes.
for them.
Like, to me, they have that great relationship with your parents because of
Yeah.
it, and they have another cool, different relationship with you
Oh, 100%.
because you're like a cool mom,
But
right?
we
So-
are those parents that are just like we're not friends, but we're your parent.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you don't fuck
Yeah.
up. But
Yeah.
like at the same time, like I'm also
You're chill. Yeah.
chill.
I remember
yeah.
this one story where my mom tried to live with me for a little bit. That one, we loved each other, but man, was that not a good idea?
It's crazy how you'd be still love,
Right.
but you can't live
yes.
You
together.
live in their house your whole life until you're an adult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or that. Anyways, Chloe was in trouble or whatever, and I think I was like going to like spank her or something. I don't know. Chloe's running around the coffee table, and I'm like running around trying to chase her, and my mom stands right.
She's like, "Oh no,
Yeah, you're not gonna do that to my grandchild." And I was just like, "Oh!" And so I'm gonna talk to her later, and I said, "Listen, you can give her cupcakes and cookies and ice cream.
But
I
when
cannot.
discipline, yeah,
I am her mother, and you guys can have a different relationship. That is not the relationship I can have with her, you know." And I think she understood it after that point. She was like, "You're right. I'm sorry. You know, whatever." But
was she that kind of parent to you though?
Yeah.
It's just so funny where it's like they're like, I would never do that to my child or you guys when you were younger, and I'm like, well, shit, like,
right.
like terrified of you.
That's so funny. My sister, luckily, I think I've told you guys this. My sister was so bad, I looked like an angel.
Really? My sister twins.
She was horrible.
They were so different. It cracks me up.
She used to get like wooden spoons broken over her bottom.
Oh yeah, that could. Yeah,
she's probably like, yeah, that didn't hurt. Do it again.
She did. And they'd lock her because we lived in California at the time. They'd lock her in the shed for timeout because it's dark.
This sounds like a child protective story.
She didn't get out of.
She did not care. She did not care. She's all cool. I know. Whereas I one time got in trouble, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I still remember it. Like, I was in a room for 2 days. I was like, I'll never do it again.
You know what?
That was horrible.
It was a blessing to them though that you guys were so opposite.
Yeah,
I think because
yeah.
if you're two like that, oh my god, forget about it.
See, mine are identical. Nothing phases them, or it phases like they will do the same. Like, but they have the same attitude though, so it can be really good or really bad. Like, I need one or the other.
Do they fight much? And they do.
Oh yeah, all the
They
time.
fight, but they're always got each other's back.
It's like they're best friends, but they will fight to the death. Yeah, and then they'll be fine again. Yeah, and then but I'll fuck with my sister. You don't fuck with my sister, kind of situation. Though.
Yeah,
like, I'll beat you up if you make fun of my sister, but like I don't care. I just said that 2 minutes ago. But that's just, it's crazy to me to see when twins are completely, and I think that's more of a fraternal twin thing.
Must be.
Where they're like, you can be so opposite, right?
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, most identical twins that I know are
pretty close. Yeah.
Or like at least
similar.
same like attitude or like mentality.
Yeah. Well, I'm grateful that we're fraternal because I got the better genes. Sorry, Jessica. Everybody says it. You know it.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
I mean, I don't know, but
This is why I'm friends with Stacy.
I agree.
I don't know what she's told us. Jessica's that her?
She's like the only one that was like logged in. You know, she's logged off the live. Like, fuck you guys. I can't even defend myself.
She knows she was not a fun time.
Were you guys friends though?
Not really.
Really?
Like ever? Like even when you turn like 18 or 20 or?
No.
Mm-mm.
I think we're most friends now that she has a kid that we've ever been. But we still.
It's it. Well, I think that,
you know,
I
very
think that's
different.
a sibling thing. Like me and my sisters, same, right?
I think also like, I mean, if I might say this, it might also be like you're very different, even views like politically.
100%,
Stuff, so I think you're like way divided on just commonality what you can talk about. So that's why maybe kids you could talk about because you both have kids, but other than that, it's like.
And like, you know, somebody else with a different political, like I might be able to talk to them and they'll be, my sister's just like, nope. She's very stubborn. She has red hair. She is stubborn. Her husband will even admit that. She's.
And you're both Leos.
We're both Leos.
That's why I think sometimes that shit's not right.
I
agree. Like, I'm a Taurus.
I agree.
I've never told her that I actually act like a Taurus.
What are the symptoms or whatever they call it?
I don't know because
I don't think she's.
Is a Taurus bullheaded?
Yeah. I think they're set in their ways type of thing. Like they don't like a lot of change.
Yeah.
I don't see a whole bunch of Taurus
in me.
Yeah, I don't.
And I think it's like kind and emotional too.
Yeah, what day are you born?
May 5th.
Oh, you're not on the cusp at all then.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because my sister's April and she's still Taurus too.
So she's closer to the cusp.
Is she real Taurus-y compared to you?
If I really knew like what it was,
were.
I would say absolutely, because we are so opposite. Probably like you and your sister.
Mm-hmm,
completely opposite.
Which one are we talking? JoJo or elder?
Maddie, middle.
But you're the older of the two. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't see a lot of, like, I think Taurus are foodies. They don't like a lot of change.
They're nice.
They're homebodies.
Emotional.
They do like nicer things in life. So maybe that
Maybe
is
that.
a Taurus-y.
I like to look like it. Like if it's
Yes.
from, it may be from Amazon, like the dude.
You figured out how you can make it work. Yeah.
I'm going to research Tauruses now because now I'm super curious. Well, I've even thought that about you being a Leo.
You don't think I'm a Leo?
See it in a lot of ways, yeah.
Really?
And, I mean, in a positive way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
See
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like, I feel like the Leos I've known have been very, like, showboaty and arrogant and my way. Everybody look at me.
Right.
So, like, when you told me you're a Leo, I was like, what?
I'm glad you don't think
I mean, Chris is a Leo, too, and he's definitely way more Leo, I think, than
showboaty.
you are.
Showboaty.
I didn't say that.
What are you? Remind me what you are again?
A Libra. A Libra is balance. A Libra wants fairness for everybody.
Oh,
a
so
Libra
you are
gets along with most everybody. Yeah. I'm to the core.
What month is what is that?
October 19th.
What's September 24th?
Wait, but you're on the cusp then.
Almost. It's like 4 days.
To a Sag or
No, Scorpio.
Scorpio? Yeah, you're
Which-
not a Scorpio.
No, I've been
okay.
friends with Scorpios.
Yeah.
That one is Virgo. Luke is a Virgo.
Is it September 24th this?
No.
No,
it's
that's
the
a
next-
Libra. That's a Libra.
He's a Libra? Okay,
But
I'm
the
just
one
talking about
before
it's
Libra
Virgo.
is
Okay, I was
Virgo.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, Roger is a Libra, and I felt like, well, I did do the compatibility test, and we had a 2% chance of,
Two?
of working out. So we're really compatible.
I think that's because of the Taurus and what
It's
people
messing things
say
up.
the Taurus
Yeah.
is like. Yeah,
But,
but
she's
you're
not
not.
like
You're
a.
not.
She's not like a Taurus.
No.
I would say she's more of an Aries than a Taurus. So I'm
Whichever-
surprised you're not on the cusp.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm close to Aries, aren't I?
Pretty
You
close.
checked your
yeah,
birth
but-
certificate? Mom and Dad, like
I
I don't know,
know.
man.
My due date was in April. I was just real late.
Your due date was in April. You were just real late.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe she was supposed to be an Aries
Yeah, because that's right after Taurus, right?
before.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We got to figure this out.
Carter's a Taurus too.
Carter's
Is
much
he?
kinder than me.
I don't know. I don't know.
Depends on which time of them you get and which day.
Exactly. What is that? Borderline personality
Did
disorder?
you guys see that? I don't know if you've seen it. It's on TikTok where it's like this reel and he's going like this and he goes like this.
Dude, I want to teach him that, but I promise you I won't. It's everything inside of me is stopping me from doing that.
If he knows his limits, he's allowed to do whatever he wants. But
Grooming? I don't know.
No, she's awake.
she said, "Is she grooming?"
Oh, I thought you said dreaming.
Is that what you said? What'd you say?
Grooming.
Oh, you did. Oh, touch my little snuggle bear. I just want to say that she, when you first gave her to me, she kissed me like she just missed me.
She did. She gives good puppy kisses, though. That breath is pretty spot on.
As much as I love puppies, I can't do smells. Like even
Oh,
like
that's
puppy
right.
breath,
You were telling me
smelly
that.
dogs. Like they're so cute, but when I was like, oh, the puppy breath, I'm like,
So, like, you were listing like a bunch of smells that bother you. What other smells bother you?
oh, like it's like crazy. Cheez-Its.
Like legit, like I can't be around.
Like
someone
I
eating
do
Cheez-Its.
not. Yeah, like where
Do you
people
like
like
fish? Do you eat fish?
I eat fish. But yeah, it smells like mainly it's like with animals and stuff, like where it's like I feel like people don't smell it like in their house or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I bathe my dogs
Oh.
like 2 times a week, like, and I brush
Yeah.
their teeth and I like because like the puppy breath and or just not even but dog breath and dog smells like I wish I owned this house so I could just recarpet the whole thing and
Oh.
you know what I mean?
Might as
Like
well sell it to you by the time you and your kids are done with it.
I know that's what I'm
They're gonna be
saying.
putting so much money into getting that back to life. Just kidding.
Actually, it does look really good. Besides the 2 holes in the
good
wall
rent
from
too.
the back handspring.
Was that for a YouTube video or TikTok?
Probably. All of a sudden here, my daughter's heels are like in the wall. She's like, I went a little far. It's fine. It's fine. They don't watch this. We can fix anything.
You know what helps too with the smell thing? So have you guys seen, it's called hostage tape, the stuff that you put on your mouth at night if you snore? So it's like,
This is a trend right now, isn't it?
well, so Dan, my mentor guy, he was like, hey, I'm investing in this company. You want to hear about this company? And this was years ago.
Yeah.
But it's like the tape you could put on your mouth, like the sports tape, where you pull it off and it doesn't like pull off
Oh,
skin
yeah,
or anything.
yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
hurt you. But a lot of people sleep with it so that they don't snore. Well, they have a thing that you like squirt up your nose, and it sounds weird, but imagine like a little chapstick thing, and it's not like a puff of anything, but it's like you squirt it up your nose or you inhale it, and it's like mint
like Tiger Balm or something.
Yeah, but it's not
It's
like
almost like
overbearing.
Vicks or whatever.
Yeah, and it's not like the stuff you put there, like if you're in a dead,
Yeah,
like you see
yeah.
dead people or whatever.
Let this turn south real quick.
Yeah, I know, like around a,
Did
on
you
a
see
crime
that thing?
scene.
Like, he's like got arrested.
Which guy?
The I see dead people guy.
No, why?
That kid, I don't know.
The kid?
Haley
Yeah.
Joel Osment, whatever.
Yeah.
Huh?
What is his name? I'll look it up.
Haley Joel Osment.
Is it probably like a DUI or something?
Yeah, it makes me wonder. Anyway, that stuff's really interesting because I've been bothered by certain smells.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of like put it in my nose and it gives like this effervescent, clean smell in my nose. Then other smells don't
You
bother me.
Okay, I need to try
I'll
that
send
because
you the link.
I actually overdo it probably. So where I have a plug-in in probably 90% of my outlets,
yeah.
and it's probably so overbearing for other people.
Yeah.
But I have a fear of like my house smelling.
Totally get
right?
it.
Because I think everything smells.
Have you ever done like a scent removal type of a machine?
No.
So those are quiet. They don't make noise, but they use them a lot in salons and stuff too, like even nail salons
Yeah,
to
to
pull
pull
the
that smell out. Okay, I'll have to look into that.
And so instead of adding smell in, you can pull
Yeah.
it out. And it works. It works pretty good. But I know you're super sensitive to smell, so I was like, maybe as a next level, because I've done that for myself in my nose.
You have. And I'm fine with like something that I think smells good, right? So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I even use that powder that you put on your carpet. It's on all my, and
Love
then
it.
I vacuum it up and then I have a plug-in in like every like
Yeah.
at least two room in each room I have two plug-ins and then I use this spray and I spray my couch down. My husband's like, all right, now I'm getting a headache. But I'm like, but it smells better than
Totally.
dog.
Yeah, it gives other people headache. But that powder stuff for the carpet, I love that stuff. It's so good. It's like
so good.
clean smelling.
Yes.
What was he arrested
find
for?
it?
Public intoxication and possession of an unidentified substance.
Cocaine.
Maybe he really does see dead people and he needs it.
Maybe.
Who knows?
So all hell broke loose the other day, huh? When the power went off.
I wasn't there yet.
Good for you. Yeah, you wrote that you were like somewhere, and it
I was leaving
yeah.
at Salon Centric.
Yeah.
And it went out. I checked out at Salon Centric and it went out as soon as I paid.
You're like, yeah,
And
me.
like, or they could have given it to me for free
Right.
if it went out
That's
before.
true.
I'm good to go.
I owe you.
Yeah, right. It was only out. It was back on, and I was already on the road. It was back
How
on
was it
before I even
out?
got
7
there.
minutes?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm just like,
guys.
Well, did you see
people
the
like, should we
video?
call Stacy? I'm like, well, what is she gonna do about it? I mean,
And it went out all the way down on 120th
Yeah.
and Tejon. So
Schools were out. Like they were emailing
I'm like,
parents.
what is Stacy gonna do about it? Like,
Oh, but
this,
you know
we're
what-
at the mercy of Excel.
But you know
Like,
what it is people automatically assume it's just the space, and they freak the fuck out. And they will call me and text me, right? And then it's multiple people doing it, and I don't respond to
So
any.
I
of
was
them.
like, let's check the outage map. Let's
Right?
figure it out ourselves.
First
Ding.
ding,
Which
ding,
it
ding.
wasn't working. But by the time we said that, Danielle was like, oh, my mom's at Hobby Lobby. She said it's out down there. So we knew at that
Yeah,
point it was
it
not.
was-
Then somebody was like, should we call Stacy? I'm like, it's obviously an Excel thing.
are you
Like, I
gonna
don't know
do
what she's going to
about
do
it?
about it. But then, yeah, I start posting on Slack. I've called Stacy. I'm just like,
Yeah, that's why I just put right on Slack, like it's everywhere.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
update
yeah.
you, and then I'm like, it's just gonna come back because they were telling us 1:00, but I was like, it's definitely gonna be back on before that because I always give you like the worst case.
It's
to
like
get
at
on all those
what, 10?
businesses out, I knew that was going to be like a first priority. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't even
But
there.
I also had light because I'm up at the window. So
Yes, you're like,
yeah,
I'm
you're a
fine.
little
I'm
different.
good. If you guys
Yeah.
need us light.
You're like, I actually needed the break,
Yeah.
so thanks for that Excel.
I was like, I wasn't even at work, but since my COVID excuse was out, I was like,
Yeah,
just-
heavy power went out. It put me about 45 minutes behind. If you'd like to come a little later,
That's what I think.
just
Jessica
so I can.
had her purse on. And it came back out. I'm like, sucker, you ain't going nowhere.
I love when the water goes out.
Right? Isn't
But
that
I know
the
you have a
best?
client.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Dude.
pissed about that one.
Well, I just like you because I'm like,
Not
oh,
at you though. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
mad at the freaking.
I was like, I can't wash your hair. I'm sorry. It's freezing. It's out for 3 minutes. Whoops.
Yeah, people.
His wife, right? I
Well,
guess.
we walked in and we told the girl in the front that the water was going to be out. And I'm like, you asshole, that's not how it works. There's like 40 people in there.
And
They
you
can't
probably
have-
told the customer.
I
Well,
was
that
like,
was
yeah,
the
they might
first time. The second time, they didn't even tell
I know.
anybody.
I know. I believe me when that shit
guy
happens.
I was pissed at him, and then I think Sammy. I knew. I was like, I've already talked to him twice, but you're real cute, so maybe if you go yell at him, like he'll get even more. He was flustered.
She yelled at him?
I don't know if she yelled at him, but she went and talked
She
to
was
him.
stern.
Yeah.
Wow, I need to see that.
Uh-huh.
When was it? I think I missed both the water outages.
No, I came in and talked to you about the second one.
Oh, it was out, but I wasn't needing to wash a client. I think I dry cut or
Mine was
something.
literally in the bowl, halfway washed out. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Thank you. Let's
Yeah.
get to the toilet.
Yeah. I'm like, why are these
Yeah.
getting warm? Well,
It's fine.
hopefully,
It's
hopefully they
fine.
don't do that again. But and your guys' Easter? Back to Easter? It was fine.
It was good.
It was
yeah.
good?
Yeah, the boys were mostly nice to each
Do
other.
you still have an Easter egg hunt too?
Yeah.
do?
I'll do like, but it's like with money. There's money in the eggs, you know.
Yeah.
That's more fun.
Yeah, totally.
I like the pre-filled ones.
Yeah. So yeah, and it was like, and I worked, right? I work every day, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to work as much today. So I was really proud of myself.
good.
Like the boys actually played Xbox together, and they never do that. They always fight.
Yeah.
They never do anything together. So like they were doing that, and I'm like, I'm going to sit here real quick with the puppy while they're doing that, and just
Get some
sink
things
it
Get a
in.
done.
little, like, yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Good.
It felt less rushed yesterday, so that was good.
Were people still messaging you like, this needs to be done?
Actually, not too bad. There was a because some people still worked yesterday.
Okay.
So there was a couple people, but
I don't care
honestly,
if somebody worked yesterday. They don't need to text
I
you.
I
did.
got 3 texts yesterday.
but you know what?
I didn't respond.
I
I was just gonna say good because that's
I
what
didn't
I do.
respond.
If it is not urgent,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You're gonna wait until Monday after whatever
Yeah,
I
time.
know.
Because
Yeah.
no, people don't care. Dude, people will
I
text. I don't know about your clients, but people will text me like after 11 o'clock at night and stuff too. And I'm like,
Oh, I'll get that.
Right.
Mine are pretty good though. If it's at a certain time that they at least should book online and or get on the wait list, and
Right.
then they'll text me the next day. But like holidays, unless it's like Happy Easter, like
Yeah.
I got nothing.
yeah, same.
I
Or
don't respond if it's not a holiday, so they probably
Exactly,
just
yeah.
know.
When you know
I mean,
what's fun too is when you get like the really late text, like, so sorry the text is so late. No, you're not,
Yeah,
or you wouldn't have
I
fucking
know.
sent the text, right?
I literally.
Like
you're
when
like,
people say that, it bugs the shit out of me. I'm like, you're not sorry. Don't say you're sorry. You wouldn't have sent it. Or hey, nowadays you can schedule them, right?
Yeah.
You can schedule your text for the next day. I can't say that I've ever done it. I just wait and text the next day.
Right.
But you can schedule them. So if
on
you,
an iPhone?
Oh, I did not know that. I will tell you though,
this came out like months ago.
What?
They
I don't
didn't
know how to
update.
do this.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't update because I don't have enough. I don't have 14 gigabytes of free storage on my phone.
You need an update to do that?
I need 14 gigabytes in
No,
order
I mean
to
you
update.
need space to do that? That's
Yes,
crazy.
14 gigabytes.
What
That's
do
a
you got on your
lot.
phone? Porn?
No, I just don't erase anything. I don't erase my text messages. I don't erase.
I don't either, but I did. I think it's like $2.99 or something, and and you get like terabytes.
Yeah, you should upgrade, Danielle.
It's a month or something.
It's not that much.
No,
It's
and
like
like
for
it
what?
cleared up. Now I only use like this much of like my, and it's
Upgrade what?
you
The
just go in there
storage.
and say upgrade
Oh.
storage. It's like $2.99 a month.
Is that the
then you
iCloud thing or what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you share with Chloe or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. So I have a cloud,
Yeah.
and I pay like the $2.99 a
Uh-huh.
month for the like terabyte.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get a teenager on it, and I still got like all this.
Oh,
room.
my-
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Because mine stopped letting me emails go through because mine was so full. Like I wouldn't receive emails anymore.
Yeah, you need to do that.
Okay.
Because if you can't have your full functionality of your phone, I mean, the
Well-
updates, that was a long time ago, that update. So you're
I
missing a
know.
lot of good updates, probably a lot of good emojis.
Okay, that's on my list. I know there's 8 new emojis or something.
Since
This
you've
update,
updated.
well, this update that's supposed to be,
shoot.
yeah. And I don't know what else because I can't do it. But
Yeah,
it did make me go in and be like, okay, I don't need this app, this app, this app,
That's
this
good.
app.
It's not even apps. It's usually like how many videos and pictures.
Yes.
That's what
Yeah.
took my
But I don't
whole
wanna-
Same.
I don't want to either. So I was like, fuck it.
Put them in the
$2.99.
cloud. You have them in the cloud, you just don't have enough cloud room, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Maybe.
But think about it. If your phone died,
Yeah.
you don't have that shit in the cloud, right? Then you have a problem. Or
Yeah.
you have all of it currently in the cloud that you have. See, yeah,
Yeah.
you might think you're saving it, but if your phone died today, maybe
Yeah.
you wouldn't
You know,
have
I
it.
put things in the cloud, but I don't know how to get to the cloud. Like, how do you actually
Right.
get your things from the
You
cloud?
can log into the cloud, like I do it from my computer, because then it's easier to see everything. And it's a quick way to delete stuff. Like if I have a whole block of shit that I actually don't need, it's easier for me to see it
Do it
that
on the
way
computer.
than on my phone.
Okay.
Okay, before we wrap up this episode, I just have one other question. There was a murder about, 6 months ago in your neighborhood?
Oh, the husband.
Oh, and the guy just got
He got
a
arrested
Friday
late.
sentence.
Yeah, do you know what he got sentenced to?
Had to be life, wasn't it? Life without parole, I thought.
Yeah, when they did it on Friday morning, I didn't watch the press conference, but I saw the thing. I thought he
saw
got
all the
he was
I saw,
sentenced
like,
to life.
life.
That because they just released all of the details, kind of too. So
Isn't it gross
I
what
don't
he did?
What exactly? Should we come back to this, or like I want to know?
Okay, let's come back.
Yeah, I don't know how long we've been
Me
going,
either, but okay, we'll do it
Yeah.
next episode.
we'll
okay.
start with the murder mystery.
The anthem murders.
All right, dude, I didn't know that.